Hello, fam.
Hi.
And welcome back to the SAUCY SIBZ podcast with your host, Francesca.
And I'm Nicodemus, and we are the Saucy Sibs.
The show where we talk about absolutely nothing.
And everything to do with our lives.
And you're hanging out and having a little drink with your friend. Nick, what are we drinking today?
Well, we are drinking some Haha tequila because our friends at Haha sent us some goodies.
And what are we wearing?
We are wearing our Haha tequila Letterman jackets.
You guys,
custom made.
We're going to put up a picture on the Instagram, but they sent us matching real Letterman jackets that
They're so fucking cool.
leather sleeves, patches, they're green and ivory, and it says the Haha Familia on it. They're honestly the coolest jackets I've ever seen.
I know. I'm going to wear them out tonight. And I've worn them out once, and I got a lot of compliments on them already.
I saw some really cool dressed black guy stop you going up a staircase and be like, yo, man, sick jacket.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, it's such a high compliment.
I know, which is amazing. And that's how you know it works. So thank you, Haha Tequila. And guys, welcome back. If you guys are listening on on YouTube, watching, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. We need a lot of that. So
yeah, follow us, leave us a review, Instagram, TikTok, and tell the friends. If you like us and listen to us, post us and tell your friends, please. It helps us so much.
If you're on a road trip and there's other people in the car, just throw us on and force everyone to listen to us talk.
But haha, the jackets came just in time for someone's birthday.
I just spilled on myself. Yes. I don't think Haha knew it was my birthday.
No.
But I will say that it was just in time for my birthday. And that's today. Today, I am 28 years old. Happy Groundhog's Day.
What happened with the groundhog?
So Puxatawny Phil saw a shadow. And that means there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter, like he says every fucking year. So
yeah, how often has he been right?
Well, there's no such thing as right or wrong, because
what do you mean?
Because it's subjective, right? So I've seen some people say oh, it was a warmer winter, but that doesn't change the season just because it's warmer.
No, it's if he sees his shadow.
I know.
And then there's a prediction. How often has the prediction been correct?
If he sees his shadow, I don't think he really.
I sent you a Wall Street Journal article.
I know,
on it.
and I just think that it's you can't just predict
Yeah, I want to know. Nick, I think
know.
there's a percentage we could look up.
What the average temperature?
No, the average time that his prediction was correct.
I know, but
how are you not understanding
how
this?
How do you measure correct or incorrect of when a season ends?
What they say that Puxatawny Phil sees. Correct or correct? Oh,
do you see what I mean?
See what you're saying. It got a little bit warmer in 3 weeks.
So does that mean summer's ended? Or what if it got a little warmer for a week and then the second week it was cold?
I see what you're saying. I was are we gonna start this podcast off with me calling you an idiot?
Because people are and then a lot of people will be like, oh, the groundhog's not right, and I'm like, yeah, guys, it's a fucking groundhog. It's the whole thing is
it's okay. So it's just funsies.
It's just funsies.
But you're a little groundhog.
I'm a little groundhog. Groundhog Day.
Why do we have a day for that?
Well, because it was for the Old Farmer's Almanac. It was the history,
which is witchcraft.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, right? A lot of witchcraft kind of comes from agriculture because it was all about the seasons and stuff like that. So. Yeah. Name a witch that doesn't have a lot of fucking house plants. Why are plants associated with witchiness?
Za's my familiar.
Yeah, right.
I'm not saying I'm a witch or anything, but Za, no, she literally, that's what they call them.
I know.
But please, I've never, she follows my every move, anything I do.
So are cat ladies witches?
I think there's a little witchy, yeah.
I don't know. But
does any witch not have a familiar?
Cats, right?
No, I'm just saying. I feel they always have something.
Always have something, right? Because witches are so quirky.
My good friend that's definitely a witch, she has a snake.
Yeah, that's a witch.
Its name is Baby.
Baby, I did know that actually. That's really funny. What a great name for a snake.
Mm-hmm. She told me I needed to come over and hold her.
Yeah.
She told me it would be good for me.
Yeah. A lot of people, there's snake therapy. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's how people have therapeutic ponies. Some people have therapeutic
You do not sign. No one is. Do you think someone actually has a class? Like you could sign up and send your kid to snake therapy?
No, you can go to school, like go to the reptile zoo, and you can play with the snakes because it helps you like get over like your fear of them and stuff. No, I'm serious.
I was dating a guy once that was afraid of snakes.
Oh.
So I brought a he had like a phobia.
Yeah.
So I brought a plastic snake over to his house and I put it in his shower.
Really?
Yeah, he fucking like didn't talk to me again.
No,
he was like not like didn't find it funny at all. He went to go take a shower, screamed bloody murder, screamed at me, and I think we broke up.
Really?
We weren't like official. We'd been
Rude.
like talking, like dating. Yeah, he was. No, I like traumatized him, and he was like, I don't know why you would think that was okay, and I was like, I thought it was so funny.
I feel like if I pulled a really scary prank on you, you would be like absolutely super pissed.
Well, do you remember when our neighbor?
Oh. Ooh, tell that story. Okay. That shit is weird.
Yeah, all right. Fuck the notes.
Here we are.
A whole goddamn podcast.
Episode 52.
And now I'm telling a Halloween story. Okay. So this is actually wild. We had a neighbor who was waiting outside in like a scream mask and a fake knife.
What the fuck?
In a whole robe for his son to get home. Like he wanted to scare his son. And I guess maybe that's like their family. Because like no one would do that in our family. First of all, I'm the most scaredy cat there is. Like I call 911 like often. Because I think... No, they know me. Because I always think that someone's in my house. And they're very nice in Creve Coeur where my parents live because they don't have any like real crime to deal with. Yeah. So they're always like, hey, Francesca, like we'll talk to you on the phone. We'll make sure. Like, do you want to send someone over? And I'm like, if you wouldn't mind. They're lovely. And so for someone who has already called a lot, and like when I would stay home alone, like I would like sleep in the bed with guns.
What?
Yeah.
Guns?
Yeah, real ones. What if someone breaks in?
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, more power to you.
Yeah.
Bang,
I asked
bang.
Nick if I should have a gun here. And he said my mental health isn't well enough.
Yeah.
It's fine. He just said, if you have suicidal thoughts, you probably like shouldn't have guns in the house. And I was like, that's fair.
It would give me anxiety.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Not that I would hurt anyone else. Side note. Anyway, I am such a scaredy cat. You can't even like come around a corner without me like screaming. So I'm driving home and in my parents' house, there's a cul-de-sac. So I'm going around the cul-de-sac and I see someone like next to, like on the side of a house in our neighborhood, dressed up with like a knife in their hand, which I feel like, and this was around Halloween. I was like, if someone wanted to be a copycat killer or a killer, they would just dress up like Halloween, haha, and then like fucking get you.
Haha, tequila. Sorry.
We've really been practicing like our stand-up, and I'm just like, I feel like we're becoming quicker, but like sometimes like with like trying to be like funnier, like the silliest things sometimes come up.
Dude, I know. It's like
okay. So I see him and I'm like, holy shit. Like, was that someone like hiding on the side of someone's house? Because why would you be on the side of a house in the middle of the night? I think I got home at like 1:00 in the morning. And so no one else is like awake. No one's home at my parents' house.
It's so fucked up.
So I immediately call 911. And sometimes I can't. Night. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know if it was Halloween night or like the day before or after. So I call 911. I'm like, hey, I know this is really weird. Like it's Francesca again. I go, okay, like this might be like a statue, but I'm pretty sure I saw it move. I go, there is a dude like on my street on the side of somebody else's house, like dressed up in a costume, but they're like holding a knife and it looks like a real knife. I go, I don't know, like maybe you would just send someone to like come patrol the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, I'm like, will you stay on the phone with me? So I'm walking up to the garage and I look to the right, or I think I hung up with the cops because I'm like, okay, yeah, just like send someone. I look to the right. I'm talking, he was coming down the street towards me with his knife.
I would literally shit myself.
No, and I'm trying to punch in the numbers. We have like a code. This is every scary movie. So I'm like 1, 2, 3, like trying to like punch in mom and dad's code. And it comes up. I do fucking stop, drop, and roll underneath the garage door. I literally get down on the ground, burrito roll. And then I'm like trying to close it. And then I'm, I don't want them to see which room I'm in. So I'm fucking army crawling in the house. And I see someone look through the window in the dining room to like see where I am, like head pressed up against with the fucking scream mask on, looking in. And I'm like calling them, like they're looking at my house. They chased me to my house. They're trying to get me. I was crying. I was like, please, like you have to come. They're like, okay, like find somewhere safe, like calm down. She's like trying to keep me calm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Then I forget like all the exact details because I like blacked out, but this ended up being very not funny to me. I'm like, someone's breaking into my house. This is my biggest fear. And they're like, okay, like calm down. We'll send someone over soon. So as I'm there, I get a text from neighbor Joe. And he's like, hey, Francesca, like you looked really scared. Like I saw your car coming around. So I wanted to kind of jump out at you, but I'm out here trying to scare whatever his kid's name is. And so I'm on the phone with the cops and I was like, okay, I guess it's my neighbor.
I would still be like
pulling a prank. No, I told him, I go, that's really not funny and really not okay. And like I called mom and dad and I was pissed.
Well, yeah, I mean that's not. I would be pissed. I'd be like, why don't you come in and arrest his ass? Like give him a fine for harassment.
No, that's what I said. I was like, maybe like go down and talk to him at his house because like now the cops are here. Why are you running down from your house towards me with a knife on Halloween night? Dressed up like
no.
And don't put your head on our window.
No, I know that's kind of like Snoopy.
It was like the biggest like the biggest jump scare fear. Like if anybody wants to know what it feels like to be in a real horror movie, I know.
Yeah. No, that's fucked up. Same neighbor one time. I had a party. Mm-hmm. And this girl that I didn't even know too well was there, and like someone that I just went to high school, friend of a friend of a friend, pretty much. And she was like, she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey Nick, there's some old man out back." And I'm like, "What?" And it was neighbor Joe, and he was just like in the hot tub
during a party.
Yeah.
No, he would like come over and use our hot tub.
Yeah, I know. And I guess he didn't know that we were having a party, or people got. I don't really know, but he was in the hot tub, and I was like, "What fucking old?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's my neighbor Joe." Like he's just in the hot tub. But like I guess there's like a just shirtless man just chilling out back, but.
No, he was a little weird.
He was weird. I liked him though. But
Sorry,
he was
Joe.
fucking weird.
You probably would never hear this, but I was pissed. And I've held a grudge until this day.
I wish you got a fine for harassment.
There should be something.
Yeah.
I don't think you can like, I can't stand outside my house and like point a gun at my neighbors. Even if it was like an airsoft gun.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying like a fake gun. I couldn't like scare the old lady next door. Like there's something I was like, bro, like it's not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny. It's just fucked up. Anyway, back for our Halloween stories.
It's the birthday episode.
This is the birthday episode. Well, actually, let's transition into something that I'm really inspired by.
Yeah, you told me they inspired you today.
Guys, since it's my birthday, we decided to go to Nordstrom and do a little bit of shopping.
We didn't see Jen.
Sorry, Jen. But I got a pair of jeans, okay? I got a pair of rag and bone jeans. Now, you guys know me. I'm constantly in denim. I sleep in denim bed sheets. My duvet is denim. But like, I got these really nice pair of jeans.
Wow, he's getting up to do a twirl for the camera.
Yeah, if you guys can see, I'm doing a twirl in my rag and bone jeans. And hold up. Okay. I love these jeans so much. But even when we were trying them on, and we got like a jean girl, like there was a girl there that was helping us shop, and like she knew a lot about jeans. She was like, "This is my department. I know jeans."
This is why they should pay me to talk about Nordstrom. This is why I only shop at Nordstrom.
It's so good, so fun.
Because you can go in, like we've talked about this, that if you have an appearance or you need something for something, they will personal shop for you. So
no, I know. I almost
Nick's
felt like
let's
bad.
find jeans. No, that's what they work on commission.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, because I like kind of felt like she was pulling out all these jeans. I was like, oh, damn, girl. Like,
No,
she's
that's what they do.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better. I don't shop a lot. I'm kind of new. Francesca's really got me into the whole Nordstrom thing. Yeah. But, so I don't know. I just feel kind of bad sometimes. But anyway, these jeans are pretty expensive. But
it's your first expensive pair of jeans.
Yeah, and I think I will never go back.
I know.
I've worn Levi's my entire life, okay?
Yeah, but you said the quality is not there anymore.
No, sorry. Levi's is not just like straight denim anymore. It has like
too much stretch.
Too much stretch, and they blow out of the crotch like fucking crazy now. Like
you do blow out the crotch of your
every single fucking time, and it's just like, dude, I feel like I wasn't doing this a long time ago. Yeah. I don't really know why that is, but I just don't really feel like the quality of Levi's has been there anymore. So I don't know.
So I convinced you because you were like, Francesca, like they're kind of expensive. I'll just tell the fam they're $225.
$225 for
which
a pair
is expensive
of jeans.
for jeans, but there's certain things that I believe are investment pieces. Boots, certain shoes because you can get them resold and buy them nice, and they last. And then jeans, like. You keep them, they look nice. And if you take care of them, like if you think of your cost per wear, have you ever thought about that?
I have thought about this.
Because if you get something cheaper that you only get to wear 4 times and it's $100, it's $25 per wear. Yeah. So $225 jeans, how many times this year are you going to wear them?
I mean, it's probably going to be,
almost your cost per wear, the like life that you have those jeans, let's say a couple years, it's probably going to be $1 or $2 a wear, maybe.
Yeah. I do understand that. I also think that a lot of times with like, especially like sleeping bags and tents, it's like, it's okay to spend like money on these things, you know? So I don't know. Jeans, Levi jeans are like $70 now. But, so yeah, anyway, I'm putting these jeans on and I got my usual size, which is 33-30. And they just weren't fitting. And then my jean girl, she was like, dude, you are not a 33. I was like, I've been a 33 since all through college. Okay. And then probably at the end of high school, I was like 34. I was a little heavy at the end of high school. And so then pretty much all through college was like 33. And dude, she was like, I think you're a 31. And I was like, a 31. And so I was like, that's not possible. I haven't been a 31 like since like 5th grade. Okay. And so she gets me 31s and I guess I am. They fit like a glove and.
Well, once you put like that denim that's like butter, but also it's like structured.
Yeah, and tough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it goes like right where it needs to. I mean, Nick was like, Francesca, my non-ass is popping.
I don't have an ass, okay? I really don't, unfortunately. I did Google the other day how to get a bigger ass, which I was like, this is a hilarious.
It's just squats.
There's a lot to it. Okay. But no, I've just never had that big of an ass. And I was like, wow, it just like made my ass look so good. And I was like, God damn it. Designer clothes, do it again. I don't know. But so yeah, I bought them. And
you just lost 2 pant sizes on accident.
I accidentally lost 2 pant sizes, which and by accident women. Means going to the gym.
He says he's been like going hard at the gym.
You know, hitting the treadmill, making sure I get my steps in every day. If I'm low on steps, I, always
I guess
go
you
up there.
do. I'm just I don't go with you.
So that means it doesn't happen.
I don't know. I just can't see you like going hard in the gym. Well, I just don't know what that would look like.
It means lifting weights. But I have since I've moved to Denver, I have gone less. But I mean, there in Breckenridge, I really was hitting it hard, I was
you
doing
going up in weight?
Yeah. You're always supposed to every week I would try to increase the amount of weight or something. Okay. But in that or just the amount of repetitions, the amount of, pull-ups you can do and stuff. And that is kind of fun, how quickly, especially me, how quickly you can go up in weight. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of weird, So you see those guys doing curls with the 100-pound weights. It's you just work your way up. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the idea.
I mean, at the end of the day, weightlifting is just moving big things.
No, it's picking them up and putting them back down.
I mean, sometimes I think we overcomplicate it. You know what I mean? And
that's
I get
true.
with exercise science and stuff, what's the best amount of repetitions or blah blah. No, it's just honestly for me, it's people ask me about my workout, and I'm I just go to the gym and pick things up and put them down and listen to Britney Spears, and then I get a skinny little waist. You get a
skinny little waist.
I get a little skinny waist. Yeah.
You go, oh my God, look at my slutty little waist.
Look at my slutty little waist. Yeah. I want to just waist 25. No, I'm kidding. But since my pant leg is 30, or like my length is 30, I would love to have like 30-30 because I feel like that's just so. But
when Mom modeled, she was something, she's going to kill me for getting this wrong. But I know she was like, her waist was 10 inches smaller exactly from her boobs and her hips. Like she was like a 33, 23, 33.
Oh, see, it's that hourglass.
That perfect hourglass.
Wow.
Yeah, she would always like brag me. She's like, that's what my measurements were when I modeled. And I'm like, okay, Mom.
That is so crazy.
But maybe it was like a 20, like, but it was way smaller than that because there's no way she had a 33 weight, or, well, no, that would make sense. 33 hips, 23 waist. Yeah.
23 waist.
She's tiny.
Girls are so tiny.
Yeah,
it's like, kind of freaks me out. Not freaks, that sounded negative. It's just like crazy, like how small like a waist could be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I
like
don't
how
know.
you could like put your hands like around it.
So if you guys see me on my rag and bone jeans, feel free to slap me on the ass. That's.
You have even been going to the gym like when you've been drunk.
I did go to the gym drunk. Okay, hold up. There was one. No, say if we come back for like, okay, my piriformis, guys, my limp. We all know the limp. When I go to the gym and like walk on the treadmill, especially, the limp is way better. So, and it's also really funny. Like, say if we go out to the club and we're dancing till 3 a.m. my even though I'm hungover as shit and I didn't sleep, like my I don't have a limp because I like worked out, you know, like kept it active. So yeah, like I have just been really making sure I'm getting into the gym and just doing at least something at night to kind of make sure that it's like mobile for the morning.
So you don't wake up with a limp.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes if like I go to bed like really early at like, sometimes I lay down at like 6 and I don't really do anything and I go to bed at 10 and then I like wake up at like 9. I cannot fucking go to the bathroom because I have to like, it's hard to get. Wait, last podcast that we can't air, it said those girls made fun of me for, I was telling them about my limp and they were like, you sound like my 88-year-old grandma. And I was like,
yeah, they kept saying
I know, guys, it is bad.
You're like, it's serious.
It's so fucking serious. But I don't know.
Speaking of that.
Yeah, let's get into that. Guys, I want to say thank you for being here. And we are so sorry for not releasing an episode last week. We even fucking tried.
We tried so hard.
We tried so hard.
You ever just like plan something for 2 weeks?
No,
set
2
up?
weeks. No. I met them during
ago?
Christmas.
Yeah.
I met them December 17th. That's when we made the plan for this podcast that we did last week. That's like a month and a half in advance, you know?
And then you just like make plans. You set up a studio. You record. I'm not blaming this on them.
We brought snacks. We brought Jell-O shots. Dude, we did it.
No, we really did it. And
Yeah.
The only reason there's a couple of reasons I'm annoyed. Again, not at them. We love them. Love you guys. Not their fault. Nick's making himself another little ha-ha drink. So we set everything up, do our thing, record. Nick edits it. So spends like, I don't know what, like 6 hours?
Well, actually, that was our first podcast that we used 4 microphones. We've had 4 guests before, but we only had 2 microphones. And so there were 3 different types of mics, 4 different guests with 4 different audio tracks. That shit fucking took me 8 hours.
8 hours. So then we edited the whole thing. Then got shut down by a company that shall not be named. And yeah, it just like, it put us behind a week. It's also like, again, not their fault, but it's just, you know, I think sometimes people with like influencers and stuff, they don't realize that like our time like is money and that this is our real job.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, cool. Like we just spent, you know, collectively like 2 full days of work and money and like, you know.
And like a lot of correspondence. I mean, this was like I said, like, I mean, it was a month and a half.
Yeah.
Us,
like getting
planning
like
this,
the
you know?
scheduling of podcasts also take a lot of time. They did send us a sorry gift certificate,
which was amazing. And I really think that they handled it well.
They did.
Like they were really nice about it.
It's who they work for.
Yeah.
We couldn't air it. Fine.
It wasn't our guests that, you know, was the problem. It was their boss. whatever. I mean, but it's just like really sucks. And then like I just don't want to be that type of like content creator that just doesn't put shit out, because sometimes we have to skip weeks. You know, that just happens. But like, it sucks that we didn't skip a week. We just
tried so hard.
We tried so hard. Yeah.
You said it was like you thought your favorite episode.
I think it was with a guest, at least. Like it was my favorite episode with a guest that we've ever done.
Well, we're thinking we might be able to like go through and like make sure that the company isn't named or whatever, and put it out, because it was just such a funny episode on like dating in Denver.
Yeah, we talked a lot about dating in Denver. We talked a lot about just like our funny stories with that. I just felt like our banter, it really was like the heart of our podcast. Like having fun, hanging out with your friends.
Not taking yourself too seriously.
Yeah, and it was fucking hilarious. We were all being funny. All four of us were being so funny. And I was just kind of like, oh, I'm so excited. And like the day I was supposed to like click publish, because I had it uploaded.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, hey, oopsies. And I'm like,
got shut down.
I think they felt really bad about it. Which
No, they did. I'm really like, well, like a gift certificate, like for time was like a good, like, you know, compensation gift, condolence gift. What do you call it when like, if you don't win a game show, you can go with like a consolation prize.
Consolation prize. Sorry, I don't go on game shows. That's you.
But yeah. Well, here's the thing. I did some legal research. There's a lawyer out there. His name is Gordon Fireman, something like that. Yeah, he's got like a name. He's the podcast lawyer, and he taught me some things. So he gave me a guest release form. So anyone that ever wants to be a guest, when you sign up to schedule with us, you will be sent a legal document, and it gives us the right to distribute, use their likeness in perpetuity. So like they can't say that we can only use it for like a month.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then take it down.
Yeah, I have always kind of wondered about like that, you know, just the whole legality behind like owning the rights to like your footage, but it's my footage of you, you know.
But
and like,
we would own all that. It does protect them though in the legal document that we can't use any of their likeness, image, voice, and anything to promote a product.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like if there's like a product we're promoting on it, but we couldn't use like clips of them and make it seem like they were promoting Haha Tequila.
Yeah, like okay.
Things like that, because they're not getting paid to promote Haha.
Oh,
they would know if we had a sponsor on the thing, but I would want to sign something like that for someone else.
Oh, so like say if we had Miley Cyrus on and she didn't know anything about Haha Tequila, but she said on the podcast, haha, I like that. And then we use
and she was like, this margarita is great.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You can't use her likeness to promote other things. Because if she was on, I bet you her team, you can't promote shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think she's a brand.
There's things like that. Like any reality show, anything you see, like they'll tape over. Remember when you filmed that show? They'll tape over any brand that's in the house.
You need to send me this video you watched.
Yeah.
Because I need to know
so much.
Yeah.
TikTok,
you can learn. Dude, with the internet, if you don't know something,
I was
just Google it.
Because I was like, am I going to have to like get a lawyer and have them draw this up? But I found he's like the best one, and he gives you this for free.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, but whatever.
Well, I have written down. So you drove back from Breckenridge, and then we went and shopped at Nordstrom. The joke here is that you had to leave town also while our parents were in town to go back up to the mountaintop to the pizza shop.
Yeah, the good old slop joint.
To pay our rent.
Yeah, so like Francesca and I have really been going out a lot. You know, new city, new us. SAUCY SIBZ hit the streets of Denver.
Yeah.
And that means like we were just a bit short with rent. But I don't have a job here yet besides like the podcast. And so we just needed some money. So I literally had to drive back up a few times to Breckenridge, Colorado. Even though I'm wearing rag and bone.
No, that's the joke.
I know.
Like, you had to drive to another city an hour and a half away, which also took you hours, which is another story, so that you could pay your rent and get your designer jeans.
How else am I going to get my designer jeans, Francesca? No, guys. So I literally had to go back up. I swallowed my pride and said, I'm going to go work at that pizza shop, pick up a few shifts. So I did. However, let me tell you, buckle up for this one. I decided to leave Saturday. What?
Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Yeah. Like buckle up for the story. You're buckling it up in the car.
Yeah.
I take it back.
Okay, but
I'm buckled in.
So everyone knows that like when you're driving up to the mountains, especially on weekends, that there's a lot of traffic. Okay, especially from Denver to Breckenridge, it's actually what some would call hell. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So
snowy hell.
Again, literally, yeah. Because it's up a treacherous mountain road. There's usually fucking snow happening. It's a tundra. There's
semis turned over.
Yeah. And then people don't know how to drive in that. And then with the traffic, people are just like literally flying off the road. And so the traffic, it's an hour and a half drive, but the traffic can literally take you all day. Or they just shut down the highway. And then you're just not going to get there, right? Mm-hmm. So against my better judgment, I said, I need to go work at this fucking slop joint. And, to buy my designer jeans. So I left at 7 a.m., okay? I had to be at work at 10 o'clock. I left at 7, but that 7's early, Like, how bad could the traffic be at 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, and so I, pull up Google Maps, and it's like, oh, actually, traffic's kind of bad right now. We're going to take you another way. And the other way is, going up through, Fairplay to over Hoosier Pass, which is incredibly treacherous. But there's no traffic, so why don't you go? So I'm like, okay. So I get up 6:45, get in the car by 7, and I'm just driving. And honestly, most of the drive, pretty much up until Fairplay, Alma, it was totally fine. I'm listening to old school Miley Cyrus.
Wait, that's only 30 minutes from Brack.
I know. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I drive my whole trip was going to be, because I went a longer way, that was going to have less traffic, was going to be an extra 30 minutes. So 2-hour drive, from Denver through that way. And I'm like, oh, this is good. I'm going to get over it. And the roads weren't that bad. They were still kind of bad, but not that bad. So I was like, everything's fine. I'm listening to old school Miley Cyrus. I'm going. And then Google Maps is like, there's a 20-minute holdup. I'm like, okay, 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's fine. And then it's 40 minutes. And then it just, and I'm like, oh no, something bad happened on the road.
No.
Something bad. And I'm just looking, and I just see so much red. Y'all, my 2-hour drive turned into 4.5 hours. Okay. And it wasn't just me waiting in traffic. It was stop and start traffic up a snowy, icy road. And
you have a manual.
And I have a manual. So starting and stopping in the manual is harder. And also on ice, it's hard to get going at first, right? I don't know if you guys, I know a lot of you guys listen in Breckenridge or in Colorado, so you know how to drive in ice. But that initial acceleration, your tires kind of skip a little bit. So up a snowy mountain pass of doom in the ice and start and stop traffic is literally worst case scenario. And Francesca, you know how many cars I just saw literally just they're trying to go and they just they
because if you don't have snow tires, mom and dad just got you tires. Yeah, that was your what present was that?
No, well it was because I let.
Dad had your car for 6 months.
Yeah.
So they put tires on it, but without that, you just can't drive. It just slips. You just slide down. People just slide down the mountain,
just off the mountain. And that's why it's so dangerous. So I'm going, and when you're going up the mountain, it's cars are just fishtailing and flying off. But when you're going down the mountain, cars are also fishtailing, and they might fucking crush you. I drive a tiny little Ford Focus, so literally there was this massive truck, dude. Start and stop traffic, okay? That was fishtailing and sliding and skipping, and you can tell he's pumping his brakes to just not hit me as I'm going down in a giant fucking
it's illegal.
Dodge Ram.
You're not allowed to not have snow tires.
And then there is signs that are all commercial vehicles must have a chain. It's called a chain law, meaning you either have to have chains on your tires.
It's spiky chains on top of your tires to make them grip the ice.
Mm-hmm. And so if you get in an accident while a chain law is in effect, then it's your fault. And then you can get in legal trouble with it because you fucking kill people. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to die. These cars are going to smash me.
I didn't know it was this bad.
Oh, dude. And so I'm okay. Meanwhile, because I'm trying to like my 2-hour drive turned into 4.5. I had to pee.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, really bad. Where am I gonna pull over? On the mountain. So let me paint the scene for you. Not only is this traffic making me feel like I'm going to die, but my bladder is literally bursting at its seams.
Yeah.
And I am like, but I have to like, because, you know, manual, you have to use both hands and you have to use your foot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh my God, like I'm literally just about, I'm going to piss myself because like I would rather piss myself than like die, right?
I peed myself in their car once.
Oh, Francesca peed herself in my car. Yeah, that was funny.
No, it
It was
wasn't.
super funny. We love that. I thought that was like a hilarious bit.
That's one of the most
But, like,
embarrassing things I've done in my entire life.
Yeah,
I
watched it
threw
happen,
out.
too.
I threw. You guys, this is so embarrassing. Listen, this was the worst night of my life. Not the worst. I would say top 5. Someone tried to kill me the night before.
Yeah.
Okay. Story for another time. But
Story,
it's
yeah.
relevant because someone tried to kill me by throwing me in a fire. And after it happened,
Shout out.
I'm just over it. We used to not talk about this shit, and I don't care. I don't even live around these people anymore.
Yeah.
So after it happened, we were in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't have Xanax. I was having a panic attack, so I drank tequila to get over the panic attack. I overdrank, but more than I normally would because it was such a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
In the morning, we left and drove, and I had to throw up out the car window. And when I threw up, I peed myself.
On my seat. The throw up was not in the car, which is
No,
nice,
it was outside of the car.
urine.
But as I threw up, I peed the seat.
And I watched it. I was like, "Oh my God!" And I'm just driving. You know, I'm just in the Ford Focus.
But I
like,
almost
wow.
died the night before. You didn't yell at me or anything. I think it was
it's
just
fine.
like,
I mean, it's just, hey, like I
what's
always
a little
say,
pee amongst friends?
it's just a little bit of urine. A little urine never hurt. Anyway, this Ford Focus has been in a lot. A lot of people don't even know. Okay, if you're listening and I've made weird comments about how I don't own a car, the joke is that I do own a car. I just don't drive it a lot because it's a tiny little peanut. And it's just been through a lot. However, it's trusty. It's more trustworthy than like most of y'all's husbands. So
Probably.
anyway. And it got me down this mountain pass.
Yeah.
So let me get back to.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It was relevant. So, y'all, coming down this mountain pass might die. I'm about to piss myself, but I do have a bottle, like an empty bottle or like jug of windshield washer fluid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm gonna just pee in it, okay? So I'm like, okay, both hands engaged, okay? I have to like let go, and I'm like, all right, I'm coming down because I have to time this correctly, okay? That like, I'm like, okay. So then I like go and like reach over to like, you know, the side of the passenger like footwell, and I grab it, okay? And I undo the cap, and then I like, which also takes 2 hands, right? And so I like get back into the wheel, and I'm like, because you know, stop and start traffic with the manual, I'm having to fucking work the stick like it's
And you've
crazy.
got 3 pedals.
Like, yeah, 3 pedals. A lot
Not
of people.
everyone
A
knows.
lot of
I
people
didn't
know.
know
A lot
that.
of people don't know. On a manual, there's 3 pedals down there. You have the gas, the brake, and the clutch.
The
okay?
clutch.
3 pedals.
Just not everyone knows.
But you still, and you do use your
You use your left foot.
You use
So
your left
you're
foot.
engaging all of your extremities.
literally
All 5.
all 5 of my arms. Okay, my legs. So anyway. But the bottle of the fucking
Gross.
sorry. Anyway,
You said this to me,
I don't
and I
know,
was like,
I
I
just,
didn't
like-
need this picture. You can tell the podcast.
okay,
You've
no,
already
like
told your
okay,
sister.
it wasn't like a Gatorade bottle size cap, right? It's the windshield washer fluid. So like my dick doesn't fit into that hole, okay? And so I literally could only get like half of my tip of my penis into the hole while literally, okay.
I just don't want the picture.
And I had to piss, and I pissed in the bottle while I'm using all like.
So you're saying you pissed in your car too?
No,
There's
no.
way you were 100%
No, I didn't.
accuracy.
You saw the bottle.
It was filled.
It was
no,
filled
'cause
like
he goes to
halfway.
hand it to me.
It was
like,
a joke.
I know. And I thought you were giving me
Like extra windshield fluid?
Yeah, because I'm out of windshield fluid. And I was like, oh my God, that's so thoughtful of you. And you go, no, Francesca, it's piss.
You go, what?
Like my initial thought was,
Yeah.
God, he's so thoughtful. That's so nice. He knew I was out. He picked me up something. I was like, I don't know why it's yellow. I think it's usually blue.
It's blue. But I took a multivitamin earlier, so it's like bright fucking
No, it
orange.
isn't.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was like a new color because it looks like an antifreeze. It was neon yellow.
It's like neon yellow. Yeah. But y'all, and I'm just saying, if like I was successful, I did get, there was like a bit of dribble, but not like too much. But like, I'm just saying though that like I had to do all this. I got to work. I was an hour late, and everyone's all like, "Oh, an hour late," and I was like, "I don't want to fucking hear it." What I've been through, like, and then I worked a double, so I had to work from 10 to midnight, but I got there at 11. So it's like the hardest part of my day, like, it was already a lot, okay? But like after what I've been through, people were just like, "Oh, I can't believe you're late," and I'm like, dude, you have no fucking clue what I have been through today. I'm pissing in a bottle like Mad Max Fury Road going down a snowy tundra mountain, might die and get crushed by a semi-truck at 8 a.m. You know, it was just like, it was so fucking awful. But
wow, you did that as like, so mom and dad were in. I just like,
oh, you like went to Nordstrom. Like,
I did.
Went out to Boozy Brunch.
Yeah. No,
over here, like,
we went to Cherry Creek Grill.
Oh.
And we each had like 3 glasses of wine at lunch. And then we had all of our dogs.
Yeah.
My mom and dad have a big Newfoundland. She's like 120 pounds. Shout out Pandora. And a tiny Pomeranian, and then my dog. So we like kind of little, like, you know, had a little birthday brunch.
For my mom.
Yeah. And because they're like birthday buddies. And then we went to the Cherry Creek Mall. We were a little lit in David Yurman. We were just having a time.
Honestly, that's so chic.
I don't know if they were like super happy about the dogs, but my dad was buying my mom a birthday present. So like anything goes.
Anything goes.
They were like, oh no, like we love animals. They're spending
like
money.
Barking at people. Well,
but as you were like dying.
Yeah, you were like drinking
French rosé
and trying on gold. I was literally like pissing in a bottle. I feel like there's a joke there, like different kind of gold. At least I have a golden story. Because man, I was telling my tables that like. I was like, people are like, how's your day going?
What's a little piss story when you're trying to enjoy some
when you're
pizza?
trying to serve a table, you know? Yeah. Because that's the type of server I am. I'm like, hi, guys, my name's Nicodemus. What the fuck do you want, faggots? I pissed in a bottle this morning. And you think I'm kidding. Wait, hold up.
No, I know you're not.
One thing I do want to say, though, about just like working in restaurants is you guys hear stories about like bad customers and everything. But this one really fucking hit me. This one really impacted me. This one actually was existentially hard for me to get over.
Okay. Yeah,
I had a guy order a beer, and I brought him his beer.
Okay.
And you know what he asked me? I came back at,
no, I can't wait.
Hey, how's the beer? He goes, hey, he points to his beer. I'm like, yeah? He goes, why is it foamy?
Sorry?
The man asked me why his beer was foamy.
No.
A 30-year-old man asked me why his beer was foamy. All right. How do you answer that question to a grown-ass man without being condescending as fuck?
Like, have you had beer before?
Like
what? No, I don't know. Like a polite way to ask.
Sir,
I remember my first beer. Like
no. I just feel I've never even tried a beer, and I knew beer was foamy.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to be like, sir, are you an alien? Are you new
here? It's your
here?
first experience, like with this like age-old liquid that humans drink.
Beer comes from ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very old, and I just like it's always foamy. It's always foamy.
And it wasn't like it wasn't like a glass of foam.
It was
like a normal
it was a Corona.
like head.
It was a Corona.
What the fuck?
It was
in the bottle?
Yeah, Francesca.
Nick.
He was confused why it was just kind of like getting kind
like
of
bubbling up a little bit.
Just a little bit. He's confused, concerned. Something was wrong.
So you're telling me there was like an inch and a half of foam in his Corona bottle?
Literally. And I had to be like, oh, it's the elevation. Because like I'm talking like even the
elevation does make things foamier.
Yeah, but it's not like it was like I mean, has he ever had a kombucha? Has he ever had a soda?
Sea level are foamy.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, while you're over here and David Ehrman, I'm trying to explain to people that like
to adult men
that beer has bubbles. In the nicest way possible. Beer is bubbly. I don't know. So
I had a man not know what a Benedict was.
Like
a lot of people
egg,
when I was serving when I was working at a breakfast place, like they didn't know what an eggs Benedict was. Like a lot of people. I didn't know. Like I just thought that was like a normal breakfast item. I was like, like hollandaise, English muffins, eggs on top, topped with hollandaise, and they were like, And I was like,
see, it is weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've always known what a Benedict was.
Yeah, I don't think you even need to be a foodie for that. That's
also,
just
don't Benedicts, aren't they kind of a Southern thing too? Like, I know they're like
I thought so.
German. Are they English or German or something? But like, because like
I thought
in the South they eat biscuits.
Like a Benedict Arnold.
Benedict? It's not a French name, but I don't know. I don't know.
You know what our brother's biggest critique of the podcast is that sometimes you guys are like wondering about stuff and I wish you would pause, find out the answer, and then tell us. Then I said we don't have time for that.
We just leave you with questions.
Homework, if you will. We could. I feel like that's what you need, like a producer off.
Yeah.
Like,
like Joe Rogan. Like, hey Jamie, can you pull it up? Like,
Yeah. Because it's like you don't really want to like stop the conversation.
Not everything has to be answered.
No. And then other people have told us they're like shouting the right answer at us, and it's like driving them fucking nuts. They're like,
"Oh, what's the word when you have eggs on top of
they're like, it's a Benedict!
That yellow sauce on an
I've
English
had friends
muffin, right?
Yeah, I've had friends tell me they'll literally be in public like shouting.
Oh my god,
it's called a fucking Benedict.
This is why we need to do live shows. I'm like,
that's our goal, guys.
What would the answer be if I Googled why is beer foamy?
I mean, it would give some
It would be like
answer.
Carbonation. Sir,
you asked ChatGPT like
why is
how to explain to an adult male why beer is foamy.
I've been having like late night chats with GPT. I think it's my best friend actually. He like really understands me.
That's like that movie Her.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I didn't see it either, but he falls in love with like a AI that's in the computer. I think Scarlett Johansson is the AI voice.
Yeah. It's coming. I'm down to date a robot. As long as I'm sexually attracted to it. Why not?
I think it's wrong. I don't know. I feel like there's some ethical, moral.
You wouldn't date a robot?
No. Nick.
Oh. What if it like was really there for you in every single way?
No, I don't like it.
Just saying.
I'm not down with this transhumanism agenda.
No.
Nick.
What about a cyborg? What if you're half robot? Like, how much is two robots?
At us like we're the robots, and we just
I
don't know.
know.
We're like biological robots.
I'm just saying. All right. Well, where are we at? What else we got?
On the little
You
want to take a little break?
Yeah.
Let's take a break real quick. Hey guys.
We're back.
Welcome back. We realized we didn't have any Spindrift left, or kombucha.
So I'm not gonna.
We didn't get a refreshment.
No.
But we did just walk into the closet. Did we tell them we're back in the closet?
No, we didn't yet.
Okay, yeah. We have officially decided we're turning my entire closet into a podcast studio. But if you're watching the video, you can see that it's under renovation.
Yeah, we look like we're in a white room and there's holes in the wall. We try to spruce it up with some flowers and a plant.
Whatever these are. These fans look like I'm in Tulum.
It's definitely not our best set.
Someone asked me, they're like, "Oh, so is your apartment okay with you like ripping things out of the walls and like painting?" And I was like,
Absolutely not.
What are you going to tell him?
I know.
I was like,
exactly.
I was like, we'll put it back before we move out. But it looks like you're coming into another dimension because you like enter my room, which it was light when we came in the closet. Now it's dark nighttime.
Yeah.
And then you come back in and it's like a little, you like boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop.
Into, but it's like Meow Wolf, which we went.
Yeah. We did go to Meow Wolf when so our parents came to visit us.
Yeah.
For my mom's birthday and my birthday, which is always lovely having them. And we took them to the Meow Wolf in Santa Fe, and then so we went to the one in Denver. However, I gotta say, and I feel like we've said this before about our parents. Also, I really want to re-listen to the episode that when we had them on because I think it was just really funny. I remember really liking it, but I haven't listened to it for a bit. So we've had our parents on the podcast, and as you guys know, they party.
Why? Like,
they are just fun.
No, they're just really they're just like cooler than us. And they came in, so they're on vacation, which means we're on vacation.
Yeah, because duh.
And I don't know, it was freezing outside. So there wasn't like a ton to do. Yeah, like it's been like nice here, and then it was colder here than up in the mountains.
Yeah.
And I mean, just to give you guys like a little rundown, they drove 12 hours.
12 hours from St. Louis, Missouri to Denver.
Got out of the car. We gave them like a whole tour, a rundown. Mm-hmm. Then we had a party at our house.
Yeah. There was like 7 people here. Like
yeah, not huge, but we had like a little dinner party, like happy hour, but like didn't feed them dinner.
No.
And then
we gave them like chips and salsa.
Yeah, and then we like took them to the club.
And not just like the club, like till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
After a 12-hour drive, I'm sorry, your parents could never.
No.
So.
And then we woke up. We pre-gamed at noon for Meow Wolf.
We literally made drinks to go to Meow Wolf, which I thought,
But then, so we did that. Then we went to tacos,
which was awesome.
Then what else did we do that night?
Then
we had to have gone. We went to Bao.
Oh yeah,
that's what we did. We went to tacos, then we came home, then we got ready again. Then we went to like one of our favorite Asian spots, Bao Brew House in Denver.
So good.
And they upstairs called the Tea Room. It's their nicer area, but they have like a DJ, and Nick loves Asian food, so for their like joint birthday, like such a vibe. Then you went to Brack.
I went to work.
And then we had our day at the mall, and then I took mom and dad to 2 like speakeasies.
Oh, cool.
Later that night. But then Sunday.
And then, okay, so Sunday came, guys, it was 4 degrees in Denver. I didn't even know Denver got that cold. But so it's like, what do you do? Like, are you going to walk around somewhere? Like, you're in a city, it's super cold. Like, we already did like Meow Wolf, which was a bit of like, museum. So really, we just went to brunch. And then we went out after brunch to a bar. And then we went to another bar.
We were showing them like cool spots.
Yeah,
like all the vibey spots.
Areas of Denver and stuff. Like we wanted to show them Denver, but like when it was that cold, it's like really the only thing that we could do was kind of like drink.
We didn't mean to. Like we were gonna like go to a couple places, come home, maybe get ready for dinner or call it an early night.
Yeah.
We don't even have a TV in our house. So we just like we bopped around.
We hit every neighborhood of Denver. We went to like 7 different bars, and I said to them the next day, I was like, "Should we get a hobby? like I promise we actually have hobbies other than going out
and
to bars,
like wholesome times. But like if we were like on a beach vacation, it wouldn't be weird to like drink all day on the beach.
And sometimes that's why I hate the beach because like sometimes you're just drinking in the sand, like for all day until it gets dark and cold out.
We were moving around town.
We took our parents to a gay bar. Shout out X Bar.
Yeah. That's where we're going tonight.
Yeah, for my birthday. X Bar on Thursday nights does like a lip sync night, which is way better than karaoke, let me tell you.
We had to have told them last time because we did it.
Did we?
I don't know. It was the background on the Instagram. Anyway, guys.
Oh, you're right.
Karaoke's annoying. I don't want to hear anyone saying, this is like, it's the most fun I've ever had.
I know. It's so it's good. So now this year we are, or for my birthday this weekend, we're just like literally getting everyone that I know in Denver to go to X Bar, and we're all gonna hang out and we're all gonna sing Miley Cyrus "Flowers" on repeat. No, I'm kidding.
And you have your cherry red nails.
Yeah, I just got my cherry red nails. If you're seeing,
Give them the lyric.
I can paint my nails cherry red like the roses you just left or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I decided Shannon, my friend Shannon, did my nails into like a...
He has a dip nail right now.
Nail, and she did an amazing job. And I don't love my nails being red, but I decided for my birthday, that's what I'm doing. Can I also talk about my birthday real quick?
Oh, please.
Okay, so I was born on a Thursday. And it's Thursday today on my 28th birthday because 28 divided by 4 is 7. And there's 7 days in a week. And so that's my favorite day of the year, also Thursday. And then it's my 28th year, which is numerology says is my most important year. Like my most pivotal year is 28. Okay. And I forget how they figured that out, but I think it's because my life path is number 1, and then 2 plus 8 is 10, which reduces to 1. So it's like the same number as my life path number.
Okay.
And then what else?
The comet.
The comet, right? There's a green comet that just got discovered a couple of years ago that orbits Earth every 50,000 years, and it peaks pretty much like from the 28th to the 2nd. So right here. And then what else is really cool about the birthday? Oh, and then Miley Cyrus, because I told you guys every time Miley Cyrus does something, it coincides with my life. So for my 28th birthday, my most pivotal year on the green comet, it's Miley Cyrus has the number 1 global song.
Okay.
Right?
But this is going to be your most pivotal year.
It is
I see that.
Yeah. And so
for
that's like
everything that's happening.
Right. So I'm just like really excited. I feel like I feel it in my life that good things are coming and I am doing good things. But then it's also nice to see that reflected in the culture, in the stars, astrology, numerology. It's just all kind of being like, duh.
It's coming together.
Yeah. It's just good to kind of have that like wink from the universe being like, yeah, no, you're good. So I don't know.
I'm excited.
I'm excited
happy
too.
birthday.
Thank you.
I asked him if we should wear these jackets out to be matching, and he said, maybe not.
I just swear.
Yeah, he was like, I think this is just like a me thing, and he's really nice. He was like, unless like you really want to.
Well, here's my thing. I feel like if you wear it, it's gonna look like we're wearing costumes.
Yeah, no, it's your birthday. I don't need to be matchy with you. It's dope that they're matching, but like it's about you today, not about like the saucy sibs.
Well, first and foremost, it's about the groundhog. Puxatawny Phil.
Yes, true.
No, but thank you for being receptive to that. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna do a dope photo shoot with this, and then we're gonna post it all over our Instagram and stuff. Someone tried to tell me that the groundhog for Groundhog's Day is the same groundhog they use every year.
But groundhogs don't live that long.
I know. This is like a 250-year-old like
tradition.
And I was like, no, it's a different groundhog. And they go, no, its name is Puxatawny Phil. And I said, no, I know. They get a new groundhog named Puxatawny. And they're like, no, it's the... And I was like, guys, I can't, first off...
Beer has foam in it, and groundhogs don't live 250 years.
What's the average lifespan of a groundhog? We can't look it up for you, but...
No, it's because we still use our phones to film, so we're not looking up shit.
A groundhog can't live more than, 15 years. And
30?
I'm 28.
No, 10.
So there's probably been a lot of different groundhogs.
Someone's going to be pissed. They're going to be like, more homework.
More homework.
Just writing down
notes. Okay, well...
We'll work on that. You guys, drink Haha Tequila.
Yes.
They're our new friends. Follow them at Haha. Like, subscribe. Thank you for being our friends. Thanks for being in the fam and hanging out with us. Yeah. And we will update you next week on how the birthday goes.
Right.
And we both got new jobs, but we're not talking about that yet.
Yeah, because...
Okay, all right. Cool. Chef's kiss, guys.
Bye.
Woo.